Please click on subscribe button to get latest news updates from across the world. After Democrats blame Trump for government shutdown, Mike Huckabee destroys Chuck Schumer. At midnight on Friday, the government was sent into a temporary shutdown after the Senate failed to approve a short-term spending bill. Republican senators needed 60 votes to move forward with a bill that would have funded the government for 30 days, but they came up short, and now, Democrats are placing the blame squarely on the shoulders of President Donald Trump. Mike Huckabee responded by lending some much-needed perspective on the whole situation, and he utterly destroyed Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer in the process. As usual, Democrats on Capitol Hill have refused to set aside their petty partisan differences in order to work with Republicans for the good of the American people. This time, it has resulted in a government shutdown which will inevitably have dire repercussions for many people. Not looking good for our great military or safety and security on the very dangerous southern border, President Trump tweeted late Friday night. Dems want a shutdown in order to help diminish the great success of the tax cuts, and what they are doing for our booming economy, he added. Well, the Democrats got their shutdown, and it has come at the expense of hard-working government employees like our military personnel, many of whom have families to provide for and cannot afford to go without a paycheck. While blame has been placed by both sides, the Democrats are adamant that the shutdown is the fault of the Republicans who refuse to bargain with them. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer blamed the president outright, saying, "He's turned blowing up bipartisan agreements into an art form." According to CNN, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer pinned the blame directly on the president, implying that he was falling well short of his art of the deal reputation and was being led astray by hardline White House aides, Hill Republicans, and conservative media. Negotiating with this White House is like negotiating with Jell-O, it is next to impossible, Schumer told reporters. The president needs to pull up a chair to end this shutdown. Of course, this is far from the truth. The Democrats are the ones who chose illegal immigrants over American citizens. The Democrats have opted for a government shutdown, rather than a compromise, in order to further their own agenda. In reality, the Democrats chose politics over Americans. On Saturday morning, former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee, who is also the father of no-nonsense White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders, weighed in on the situation with a major slam to Chuck Schumer, tweeting, "For Schumer the shutdown king leader to claim Dems have no responsibility, he knows it takes 60 votes, so he is either utterly lying or ignorant of the process he leads." Schumer turning Senate into a shut-hole. Huckabee's comment was a reference to the recent controversy surrounding an Oval Office meeting on immigration during which President Donald Trump was accused of referring to certain third-world countries as shitholes. Although Trump emphatically denied using such language to describe nations like Haiti, the Democrats and the media still had a field day with the story. Of course, there is perhaps no better way to describe Haiti than with a term like shithole. Haiti is ranked 181 on GDP per capita out of 198 tracked countries. For human development, it's 137 out of 151 tracked countries. For murder, Haiti ranks 173 out of 219 tracked countries. It's a certifiable shithole. Still, the left remains outraged that President Trump would have the gall to call a spade a spade. Indeed, the only thing to succeed in shutting them up with regards to the shithole scandal seems to be the government shutdown. Thus, Huckabee's shut-hole dig was particularly clever. Chuck Schumer has been in Washington, D.C., for far too long if he is so out of touch that he is willing to shut the government down at the expense of hard-working middle-class Americans. He should have to give up his own salary if he's so adamant about a government shutdown. Something tells me the Democrats would be a bit more willing to compromise if their own pocketbooks were at stake.